Welcome to Feisty Chess. I got white here. Playing against Gilungen on Lee Chess. Let me see, I had some music ready to go. Vocal levels are coming through alright. Okay. Caro Kann. So let's play the fantasy variation. Oh, wait a minute. He played d6. Okay, we've played f3. Whatever comes of this, let's get c4 in. Let's build a big center. I played f3 almost immediately, just expecting d5. But this is some kind of old Indian system. I don't know if it's got a name. I've seen this system advocated for, though. But they probably weren't expecting f3. And I probably wouldn't have played f3 if I'd have noticed what was going on. I think I'm fine, though. The f3 makes my king's knight look silly, but it also makes black's king's knight look silly, so hooray. Okay. His bishop doesn't really have a good home here. Yeah, he wants to bring it this direction. Let's play our knight here. And then, yeah, queen d2. Maybe we'll trade off one of his bishops. Okay. We'll do this anyway. If he goes back to h8, we're coming with h4. For real. Now he can't. Yeah, here we come. I might even play h5 followed by g4. My knight covers these squares, so his knight can't jump in any further. We're gonna have something to think about. You just let that sit, right? Like there's no rush to dealing with that as far as I know. Well, okay. Okay, you convinced me. I'm going to push. You'll lock down the center. My king remains in the center. Do I want to have the big fat center, or do I want to open up e4 for some pieces? I think I want to open up e4. Yeah, that looks good. I don't think e5 presents us with a problem. That might make castling queenside a little safer too. Oh, moved. So knight d7. I want to get g4 in before I play h4, h5. His knight wants to come to c5, but I'll let that bishop go. That's fine. We're cracking this open, that's more important. So let's just continue with the plan. The thing the bishop does here on f6, on h6, is prevent him from pushing his h-pawn, and it also still prevents g5 here. So if he takes with the pawn, yeah, okay, this is nice. Let's go ahead and crack this open. This knight can now provide extra support to e4. Queen watches this pawn well enough. This queen doesn't really have any scope here. And this is fine. Which knight do we want to play in there? Probably this one. We're likely to trade anyway, and we'll take... Well, how will we recapture? Probably knight. So his queen is now defending on the second rank. But now this knight blockade is very strong. His bishop has no scope. I like this position. We'll just port that like such. And if b5, I wonder about c5. Kind of a gambit idea, but I think it's a very strong one. Yeah, I think it's actually winning. The pawn will be pinned. So b5, c5. He can't move this b pawn anymore. Okay. He wants to double up on that. Yeah, now b5, c5 is completely crushing with the rook here. What can we do that's constructive in the meantime? Maybe we connect our rooks. I don't think castling onto the c file is a good idea. I like king f2 better. I could clamp down. He's probably going to go rook over to c8. I could clamp down on this plan with a4, but I kind of wanted to try that plan. Then c5 is going to be so good. So instead, what to do? Do we need to clamp down on that? I mean, I could go a5. That does... I mean, what's his plan from there? Let's do it. We know it's a good move. Okay. Just giving up on... giving up the piece. Hoping for an attack. This can't work. I can just... I mean, my bishop still guards all these squares, so... Just got an extra piece. I'll have to recapture with the bishop, though, because otherwise queen h4 will win my bishop. That's okay. Let's just target this weakness, huh? He's not threatening anything. I could actually play my king over here and be fine. Now let's just do that. There's no rush. Ooh. This allows a big fork. Where's he going? Okay. That's the game. So yeah, Caro Kann is usually d5 here. My opponent played d6. Maybe that was a mouse slip. I don't know. Could very well have been, but it is an opening. Let's see, how often is that played here? 0%, but 288 games by Masters. It's still called the Caro Kann defense, and f3 has never been played. Oh, we got one game in the database. Black goes knight f6, and then c4, e5. Oh, now we've transposed to something, because there's other games now. Okay, but anyway, I was comfortable. I mean, that pawn in f3 really solidifies the center. And thanks to locking up the center here, I never had to worry about kingside attacks. The white pawns in the center aren't as important as black's pawns. That makes it hard for black to attack. So you can't sacrifice away your own pawns to open up my king. Yeah, I was very happy here. That knight was... My pieces are all just fantastic. Maybe b5 should have been tried here, but I want to check this out. Because I think c5 is just really good. Threat is to take, or c6, or maybe knight d6. There's all these threats. I mean, at least one of them has to be a big deal. So he's got to do something about this. But the obvious move takes. You don't want to take with the knight. Take with the rook or you lose your exchange. But now I push the pawn. And you have to come here, or I'm forking your rooks next turn, right? So the queen has to blockade. The queen is a really sorry blockader. And the extra sorry part about this is that you can't stay there forever, because this check removes her. And now here comes that nasty fork. I'm winning a rook. So that's why I kind of wanted that plan to go through. Now, black had some other ideas. So let's say I just play king to g3 here, just to try to get my king in a little bit of shelter. And now he tries. It's the same deal, I think. But it's just shorter, because now I can just push immediately and win. Well, hold on. This is pinned. Okay, the fact that he could pin with the rook or the queen, actually. And that would also be true if the rooks were both back here. One of them could pin. No, because when I take, I would be checking or pinning with my queen in the back rank. So, yeah, this line might have been okay for him, because he can pin. And I don't have a check that helps me get out. Wait. Oh, what have we here? This is wild. I gotta turn the computer on. I feel like I'm missing some kind of limb. Yeah, just rook to d1, huh? I would play the other rook to d1 personally. Now the rook takes. What about this? This doesn't win anything? Oh, there's a threat. Well, okay. Looking too far ahead here. So there were complications, and I played a4 just to shut down any kind of plan of counterplay here. And his rooks now bottle in his bishop even worse than before. The bishop was maybe better on c8, right? So, for instance, with the bishop on c8 at a certain point, I wouldn't, and a rook over here on, or something on the f file, I wouldn't have been able to play king here because bishop takes g4. Okay, but yeah, this doesn't work. I think he was thinking I couldn't oppose on the c file, but I can. And I'm glad I didn't go for this, because this would lose me the bishop. Well, no, it doesn't really, does it? Because his rook is hanging with check. He doesn't have time to take this bishop. And if he takes here, then, well, the bishop is safe. Well, I went with a simpler alternative of just taking with the bishop immediately. Yeah. So he would have lost at this point. All right. I hope you like the music. I hope this all works. Technically, I'm working out some bugs here. So thanks for watching. Stay feisty.